side. Thank you for being here for Ensure campaign launch, Ensure Dreams campaign launch. A warm welcome to the media, our special guests, Anil and Rhea Kapoor, Neena and Masaba Gupta, and of course, our dear colleagues from Abbott. There is a saying in Hindi, "Umeed pe duniya kayam hai." So as long as there is hope, that's life. Hope sustains life. And so as long as there is life, there'll be hope and there'll be dreams. And every successful journey starts with a dream. We at Abbott, we help people live their life to the best and to the fullest through better health. So the basic principle is, when you're healthiest, foundation is science. And we nourish every stage of the body. So if you look at a diverse portfolio, you will see that it addresses every stage of the life. And we have constantly evolved our products. Our products are evolved to make them relevant to the consumers, because we know the consumers of next 10 years are going to be very different from the consumers of last 10 years. So making product relevant to the consumer is constantly our endeavor. And that's where the genesis is, understanding the consumer. And when we try to understand the consumer, we also try to understand the consumer's ecosystem. And this is where, the great Indian family comes. And this is where our Ensure Dreams survey started. So we reached out to about 1,200 people, 600 of working adults in the age group of 25 to 40. We reached out to about 600 parents, elderly, which in the age group of 50 plus. And we conducted this survey in about 6 major cities: Bombay, Delhi, Calcutta, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Chennai. And we asked very simple questions. The 3 things. We asked the children what are their dreams. Then we asked them whether they know what are their parents' dreams. And then we went to the parents and asked them what their dreams.
And that confidence level, because it's not happened for a long time, is the thing that I constantly am trying to inculcate in her. She finally is going for a Mediterranean cruise, which is going to be exciting. And I think that each and every one of us at this point also thinking about how we can just motivate our parents to get out there and not feel so scared or underconfident about just following things that they like, whatever dream it is, not necessarily travel. Maybe, someone wants to learn music or just do things that they never did. But for all that, we need the energy. Now, today we'd like to also discuss the importance of dreams, even in the golden years, the importance of also the right vitamins, nutrients, and supplements, and also the fact that now there's a bit of a role reversal. Children are the coaches now. Like your parents coached you, now you're going to have to coach them and get them back into following their dreams, because they have the time now. We're going to have a wonderful discussion today, and we have with me some very distinguished individuals. I know you all know them, but I'm just going to give them an introduction anyway. And we're also going to ask for some chairs to be put out here. Masaba, you know, when there's kids are like CCTV cameras after a certain age towards their parents. Like you're always watching them. This is true, sir. You're always,
Is it?
You're always being watched.
You know,
and then they judge you also a little bit, and they take things from you and learn things from you. So what are the things that either directly or indirectly you've seen about your parents that you've imbibed into your life or always fall back on as a great learning?
I think for me, it's just been, I mean, for me, obviously, it's just been my mom that I've, constantly seen growing up. And I think the one thing that I've really picked up from her is that, she's always laughing at herself. I think that one thing of having a good sense of humor and, never taking yourself too seriously, personally or professionally, I think that's one thing I picked up. The other thing is that she's always been very focused on her health. She's someone who has constantly stressed on the fact that, be healthy, take care of yourself, take care of your body, it'll reward you later. So I think these are the few things I picked up, but this one really sticks with me, especially now because I'm getting older. It's coming back. It's all coming back to me, and it's all that she told me is now making sense finally.
But then the culture of that, looking after yourself, a certain level of self-preservation has always been in the family then, even from a young age.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Because I feel like she said, and as kids you tend not to listen because you're like, no.
Yeah.
But I think
that's just an answer you have to have.
You have to have. But I think for me, as I'm growing up now, I feel like it's more and more important because when you're over 40, you won't really have. She's like, you won't have hair, and you won't have this, and you won't have skin and eyes.
What is happening? What happened?
She gave me these extreme reactions, which is why I'm like this. So, yeah.
Shut up.
No, you have to scare them. So you're thinking the day you hit 40, it's going to be the most paranoid day.
Everything will be finished.
Like my hair's going to fall.
If you're Anil Kapoor's child, you never have that fear. You will always have hair.
You're forever young.
Yeah.
And always.
Yeah. There's no genetic issues there in this side of the family.
No, I think I'm safe.
Rhea, please tell us your answer on that. What have you observed about your dad and
I think,
parents?
the one most important thing that I was recently discussing this with one of my friends as well is that, when we were growing up, my mother she never let us have a sense of the industry that my dad was part of. Like I knew that dad was an actor and I knew all these things. But no matter what happened, the atmosphere at home would stay the same. If his movies did well, I didn't know. If his movies did not do that well, I didn't know. The reaction was always the same, and I think that that's something he's always instilled in me. He said, react nahi karne ka, move on, move on, move on. Just work hard and move on. And I think he's been so positive. He doesn't really have a temper. He doesn't take in a lot of stress. I think that's another reason that everyone's like, dude, your dad looks so young. I'm like, what about react to me? I'm looking great, you know? But I think that's one of the reasons, because he doesn't harbor any negativity, and I think that I hope that I've taken that from him. I don't remember the last time I got really angry or lost my temper at someone, and I can say the same of my father as well, Yeah. He's really patient. He's really understanding. He gives everyone a second chance, I remember many years ago, I think it was 3 years ago, 4 years ago, something happened within our company, and he was like, I've never let go of anyone from a job, ever. And I was like, he's like, I've always believed in second chances. I've always believed in forgiveness. I've always believed in moving on and staying positive and believing in the good in people and yourself, and that's what, I hope to take from him always, because I feel like it makes you a good businesswoman. It makes you a good human being. And he's always been, even though he's worked so much, his influence on me as a father, and sort of shaping my morality, it's been extreme, and I think that that's the only way to really influence someone's personality as a child, is love,
Right, absolutely. And Mr. Kapoor and Mrs. Gupta, I want to ask you guys, what makes, kids have a really, with every age, their way of showing love keeps shifting. What makes you guys feel loved?
What makes me feel loved?
No, not you. But have you asked you the question? I'm asking them the question. Every question. Well, I am looking there and asking the question. No, as parents, what makes you guys feel loved by your kids?
Ladies first.
नहीं आप बोले
I think both have got really sentimental, huh? Really emotional. Yeah, you know, these things happen to parents. And this is the first. So, what did you come again? Sorry, I went.
How
to,
they make you feel loved? मैंने इसलिए नहीं बोला, मुझे समझ नहीं आ रही थी
हाँ.
क्या बोलूं, तो मैंने कहा आप पहले बोलो.
हाँ.
तो इस दौरान मुझे समझ में आ गई कि मैंने क्यों ऐसा कहा.
हाँ.
Because you cannot put it in words. Your
Right.
question का answer, I cannot put it in words.
I understand.
It cannot be A, B, C, D. It's the whole package deal, you know, the
Right.
whole package.
I know.
I don't think I can explain.
I think every moment spent, every second spent looking at your children, and you know, good, bad, positive, their smile, their happiness. I think you know, every time we feel loved.
Yeah.
You know, it's everything they do, we feel loved. Yeah.
And has there been a role reversal of kind? Have you started noticing that your kids are becoming your parents and have become like pretty dictatorial about like you need to do this, you need to
Yes,
start
yes,
eating right?
absolutely.
What?
She screams at me, shouts at me, tells me what to do, tells me how to behave, tells me what to wear. You know, sometimes it becomes too much, but I have learned a lot because I feel today, if I'm with the times,
Yeah,
in every which way, is because of her.
right.
You know, which song is happening or which is not happening. All these things, then you grow with them. So now they tell us what's happening in the world, you know.
Right. She's your software update.
Yeah, yeah.
With me, it's the other way around.
Ah.
I update them.
I just want
That's
you to
it.
know that that's not
Checkmate,
true.
Rhea.
I just want you to know that's not true. You can just, please, I just want you to see the fashion evolution alone, and you will know.
It's whose blood is it? Yeah. सिखाया किसने? Well, of course, Rhea and so, you know, all three are totally different. But you all don't know my son, of course. He's not here. But he becomes more like a, you know, sometimes like a parent and tells me what to do and what not to do and, you know, the deals and how much money I should ask. Don't let go, yeah. Actually, you're saying it because you want the money or because because ultimately the money is going to come to all three of you.
Yeah.
So you're worried about your piece of cake or you're actually worried about me?
Correct.
You know? So yeah, he is a kind of a person who, of course, sometimes behaves like the elderly, not only to me, to all of us.
So he's
the youngest.
He's the youngest, but he's the elder in the family.
He's the elder in the family.
And who's the motivator for you? Who's the one who's like, you have to do this, you have to go for more? No one.
I'm my own guru.
Sunita auntie is going to be very
Yeah, you've
unhappy.
done nothing.
And useless.
Zero input, quite frankly speaking. Ma'am, I want to also ask you, you've spoken quite a few times about the support that you received from your own father during your life and during some tough times. How much does